We are winning, and we are winning hard. We are this close to the finish line, boys. The AAA industry is in shambles, in absolute desperation panic mode. Their greatest asset, Pirate Nepo Baby Software, failed his mission of stop killing games. The irony of that sentence, honestly, is too damn high if you ask me. And it's over. And now they're resorting to legal attacks. Oh, this is illegal. Oh, this is fake. Oh, this is this and that. You know these people are gonna do everything they can just to avoid doing something as simple as allowing people to host their own servers for games, which was kind of a default literally for almost every game 20 years ago. I don't know why that's so hard, but you know they don't want to do it, and it's pathetic. And this video shows it completely so well. Also, we have the same shirt, but I'm not balding, which is arguably bad because everyone balding has a bit more money than me, it seems like. Makes sense.
Hey, you know that saying, it's not paranoia if they really are out to get you? Well, I have another video I do not want to make, but I probably should. And this one is newsworthy, especially for me.
Every video you think you don't want to make, you need to make even more.
I have behind the scenes news on the Stop Killing Games campaign. Okay, a quick refresher because I know this gets confusing. I founded the Stop Killing Games movement to challenge the legality of publishers destroying games which you've paid for. This has involved a lot of things which I've shown in slides before, and that includes assisting with the European Citizens Initiative, which is the biggest thing going on with it right now. However, I am actually not the founder of the European Citizens Initiative. That would be a group of volunteers whom I'm in touch with. I'm ineligible to have an official role in the initiative. I'm just a major promoter of it. It's always been something separate. That's part of why it's called the Stop Destroying Video Games Initiative instead of the Stop Killing Games movement. So with that in mind, it was recently shared with me that the Stop Destroying Video Games Initiative has received a serious accusation from an anonymous source.
Pirate software. Probably pirates. Okay, I'm joking, but it would be funny, and it would be exactly on Pirate Software's alley.
The EU Commission relayed a complaint of it committing 2 violations. Yikes! A false no funding declaration and systematic concealment of major contributions. This declaration appears fundamentally incorrect.
This is all about money, by the way.
Based on publicly documented evidence of substantial undisclosed professional contributions to the campaign. Well, this is all news to me, but I don't know everything that's going on with the initiative. What's this about? Oh, it's about me! I'm the evidence, everyone!
10 out of 10 would be evidence again.
What do we have here? A quote, there have been many weeks on the campaign where I've been working 12 to 14 hours a day to keep things moving to get signatures. Damn straight I have, that is true. I've been running a rickshaw.
PC Gamer article. Oh my lord, boys. Next thing you know, these people are gonna represent as evidence the fact that PC Gamer said that Diablo 4 is better than Path of Exile. Oh man. Okay, listen. Anyone who this should be like a test to establish, do you deserve human rights? And the question should be, is PC Gamer a reliable source for literally anything ever? And the answer no is the only acceptable one.
Carrying people to the destination. Yes, I did say those words. It's unclear to me if the accuser thinks I've literally been running a rickshaw service or not. And you know what? I'm not going to tell them. They can guess that for themselves. They're doing a lot of guessing in this. You'll see. Media interviews identifying me as handling the standard day-to-day work of running the Stop Killing Games initiative and described as the primary strategic decision maker and public spokesperson throughout the campaign. Okay, this is reaching. Since I apparently need to spell it out, when I say the initiative will do this or will do that, that's me assuming the initiative members are on board with what I'm saying and me taking my best guess. I've even said before on video, the initiative members are not a hive mind. They can disagree with each other, including me. They certainly
God, it's almost scary how fast and easy all of this makes sense. And yet they're trying so hard to frame this in some kind of negative, disingenuous, probably evil light, okay? We're most likely 2 steps away from calling something in this initiative literally Hitler. You know I'm right, by the way. You know. Okay? Again, we're probably a week away from that happening.
listen to my input, but the decision on literally everything about the initiative is theirs. If I don't like something but they do, then I just have to deal with it. I have no actual authority. Nobody in the initiative takes orders.
The best question is obviously, who are these concerned anonymous parties? Okay, is it Microsoft? Is it Xbox separately? Is it Ubisoft? Is it PlayStation? I mean, who are these? Who are these magical pirate software-ish entities?
From me. But get ready, because here comes the clown accounting. 15 to 20 weeks of 12 to 14-hour days. That's interesting
Damn.
that they call this a conservative estimate, because they're making these numbers up. They may as well be reading.
Dude, last time I heard he's working for 8 days a week and 25 hours a day. Jesus, he's gaining extra time.
Tea leaves. It's true, I think I've spent that many hours a day working on this campaign. For some weeks. But 15 to 20? That would have killed me. Some weeks were this high, others it was anywhere from 0 to 4 hours a day. I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because I never track my hours. Why would I? Nobody was hiring me for this. It's all volunteer time. The only reason I said 12 to 14 is because there were plenty of days where I would wake up, work the whole time, then go to bed, minus eating, exercise, and essential chores. And those days make me batty. I hate working that much. But I am.
Who doesn't?
I'm impressed that they think they know my hours better
That's why I became a YouTuber and a slop tuber at that also.
than I do.
You should subscribe and like the video though, and maybe comment down below how you also want to be a useless slop tuber like me.
Oh, but here's the good part. Professional rate, 50 to 75 euros an hour.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe that would mean something if I was a professional who had a rate for anything.
Whoa, dude, that's easily 300 euros a day. This man is making top 10% income. Holy.
Minimum estimated value, 63 to 147,000 euros.
Oh no. How could you?
Oh, yeah. Okay, this one annoys me a bit because their low end, 63,000 euros, is more money I've made in any year in my entire life. Though, hey, I'm sure all kinds of people are worth more if they make up numbers about how much they should be getting paid from imaginary sources. But they're saying my volunteer work is worth that much, so by not reporting it, it's violating Article 17, yada yada. Their supporting evidence is media treating.
Isn't volunteer work without actually getting paid? Which would make it volunteer work, because if you're getting paid, that's no longer volunteer work, okay? Paid volunteer work doesn't exist, as far as I know.
Me as though I'm the leader, and me saying I've worked a lot on this. Well, it's true, I have worked a lot on this. But I must have said.
Dude, this sounds like Pirate Software levels of math, okay? Did Pirate Software actually, is Pirate Software responsible for this? I was joking at the start, but considering the claims are this fucking stupid, outlandish, I mean, is it Pirate Software? Or does he have a brother? Oh, he does have a brother. Maybe he has a third brother, who knows?
Publicly that I'm ineligible to join the initiative at least 50 times. And this may surprise the accuser, but sometimes game journalists get details wrong when reporting on something. 12 to 14-hour day.
Yeah, you know, roughly 99.9% of the time wrong. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable, I think.
Commitment during many weeks far exceeds any reasonable volunteer threshold. Yes, true. They're right about that. That isn't reasonable at all. I've hated this crap, and I can't wait to work less on the
Stuff like this is why I love Stop Killing Games even more, by the way. This just makes me happy that someone is trying so desperately to, kick and scream in the face of oblivion. It just is, okay?
campaign. It's only my perception that this is my one chance to fix the problem of destroying games that's pushed me this hard. But I have my limits, guys. Professional time investment constitutes quantifiable in-kind contribution under transparency regulations. I guess good thing I'm not a professional then. Well, this is a very serious accusation, and it sounds like I should have logged my hours and made up hourly rates like my accuser did, huh? But wait, here's a thought. Why don't we check what the European Union's rules actually are? Who
That would be hard.
is considered a sponsor? Sponsors are people or organizations providing financial support over 500 euros.
Wait, there's actually... I did not know there's a limit. So there is a cutoff where you're considered... I thought any contribution is supposed to be That is wild, actually.
Okay, well, I've spent 0 euros on the initiative, just a crapload of time, so that's not me. Legal persons or organizations providing other economically quantifiable in-kind donations or non-economically quantifiable support to an initiative are also considered sponsors.
Does this actually hit legal person or... No. He's not a legal person or an organization. Yeah, he's probably not an organization. He's definitely not. He definitely has not registered himself as an organization. And he's not a legal person, probably, in this context.
Well, I've been advised I'm not a legal person. I'm a natural person.
Yeah, like, every time... In documents like this, they're so annoying to read because you have to pretty much Google the exact form of context you need to know what legal person is. Okay?
That sounds right. And I certainly wasn't representing an official organization. I mean, I haven't signed one form with Stop Killing Games on it, or for the initiative for that matter. Individuals providing non-financial support, such as volunteering, are not considered sponsors under the ECI regulation.
Yep.
And do not need to be reported. Oh, what's that? That description, which is exactly what I've been doing? So the EU says the initiative has been following the rules this entire time? But what about this anonymous accuser saying the EU doesn't know its own rules?
Well, pirate software is pretty stupid at the end of the day.
Is there a hidden clause here? Like you're not a sponsor unless you work really hard? So let's get this straight. We've got an anonymous complaint saying the initiative is violating EU law. I'm apparently in charge of the initiative despite being ineligible to even join it, hence why my name is not on here.
This 100% sounds like a situation where pirate software is, yes, let me plan how can I get Ross and stop killing games so I look a little bit somehow magically better even though it's not gonna work. Okay? He's rubbing his greedy little palms and he's thinking that, okay, what can I do? Kronos, I summon you. And Kronos is like, yes, master! From fucking Britain with completely different laws. Make shit up that's gonna work for this. And Kronos is, let me pretend to read what's illegal and not. And then he makes some shit up and Pirate Software is like, yes, perfect, excellent, good. Dude, if it comes out that Pirate Software is behind this, I will not be even surprised, okay? This is that level of stupidity.
The accuser is making up how many hours I've worked on this, and are making up imaginary money amounts I've supposedly donated in kind, and their claims directly contradict the EU's own laws on this. And hey, plot twist, there's something I didn't tell you. The official organizers literally asked EU representatives if it was okay for me to assist them in the capacity I have been back in spring of 2024. Just to make sure everything was above board in case there was a problem or we needed to report anything. They said what I've been doing is fine. We've been doing this by the book, guys. So where did this complaint come from? Well, we'll never know. It's anonymous. But let me ask you, does anyone think this is just some concerned citizen acting independently?
Well, Pirate Software technically is a concerned citizen, I guess.
Independently here? I mean, pretend all of these accusations were true. Would that end the initiative? Maybe. I don't know. Someone was gunning for us. This is a shot across the bow. Now, again, this complaint is anonymous, so I'm not accusing anyone. I don't know who wrote it. But I'll just say that
And that will, by the way, never be released, if anyone's wondering.
timing of this is awfully hot on the heels of an industry lobby group giving some very bad statements about the movement. In some cases, I think outright lying about it. But I don't know if it was them. Maybe it was a different lobbying group. Or maybe it was just some political hatchet man hired by the industry. But someone was trying to kill the initiative. Filing paperwork to the European Union accusing the initiative and myself of violating the rules, maybe even committing a crime, I'm not sure, that's no small thing. This is the industry playing dirty now. It reminds me of Battleship. They took a shot hoping my battleship was here when it was actually here. So they missed, but I sure felt the splash. So why am I telling you all this? Well, this has me a little worried. I mean, this complaint doesn't scare me. We followed the rules and they made up the charges. I mean, hell, if they hadn't put appears fundamentally incorrect, this might have been borderline
Yeah, this would be liable, potentially.
libel against me. But the fact that first we have the industry lobbying against us, then we're getting this attempted shot at us behind closed doors, makes me concerned
Yeah, this is probably just the start.
about what's coming next. I mean, I haven't done anything shady that I'm aware of, but maybe that doesn't matter. If they can't find a real angle on us, maybe they'll make more things up. Maybe serious
The classic Asmongold approach.
things. At the rate we're going, I'm expecting the next news to be a Photoshop of me in a parking garage doing a handoff with a briefcase full of money. Now, what I've been told is if the industry can't kill the initiative, the next step is to throw so much dirt on us, members of parliament start getting scared to support it. So just because this is only the second shot at us, that doesn't mean there aren't 20 more shots coming behind it.
Yep,
And I'm
exactly.
again reminded of how stupid this whole thing is when you consider what a comparatively low cost an end of life plan is. I bet whatever companies are spending on lobbying against us.
So again, this is only the start. Admittedly, this could all die in the dark because these companies are not gonna want. Any company that is gonna be against this is not gonna want to do this publicly. Okay, they're gonna try to lowball this in the ground, in the dirt, as much as it's possible, and do things of that nature. So this is just the start, but there's a chance we never even hear about any of this until it either passes or it goes through the wall. So let's hear what Ubisoft has to say, because Ubisoft never has to say anything smart.
Okay, some news as I'm editing. Ubisoft has responded to stop killing games. I was not expecting that. It's a lot of misdirection.
Considering how Ubisoft is this stupid on average, I mean, that's kind of expected, not gonna lie.
I'll try and speedrun this. Okay, this is irrelevant. We're aware of your terms. It's not yet determined if they're legal or not. This is also irrelevant. This part is true. This is a widespread problem in the industry. The only thing unique to Ubisoft is they're trying to get away with this crap as a French company. Okay, even the EU Commission wouldn't commit as to whether these types of games are services or not when asked. So he can call these games services, but legally they might not be. Services tell you when they end. And the endless support argument. Okay, I'm undecided. If this was a senior developer saying this, I would 100% call this misdirection. I mean, hey, this looks awfully similar to that comment from Video Games Europe about endless support. This could be the industry.
Yeah, everyone's who's trying to throw dirt into this whole initiative and gaslight people in believing some of their lies and what this is not actually about is literally the pirate software approach. But they want to make so Blizzard has to keep Warcraft 1 servers alive forever and spend hundreds of billions on them every month. They're gonna go bankrupt. No one's gonna make an MMORPG any longer. By the way, your terms are completely acceptable, just saying, okay? Just saying. But no, that's completely lies. All of that is completely lies, okay? This is not about forcing giant companies and indie developers to create servers so one person every 5 years can play one match against a bot for no reason. No, this is not how it works. This is just giving people the opportunity to play the game after the creators say, okay, we're not gonna support this any longer, but here's your ability to play the game anyway.
Industry's new playbook. If they can pretend to not understand what we're asking for over and over again, maybe they're hoping that will change the narrative. However, this is a CEO saying this, so maybe he really doesn't know how these games work.
Yves Guillemot is a complete retard at the end of the day, so that's kind of big and true. Anyway, that was Accursed Farms, 10 out of 10. Bye!